I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich.
All of that is false because I am definitely not healthy. Why else would I be making this video? And I am not wealthy because I have to spend all my money in buying microphones. Hi guys, welcome to today's video. And as you may or may not know, it's Lupus Awareness month. That is why this video. But I have titled it about chronic illness because I think this applies to most of them. So yeah. Also, on another note, I know it's been a while, I've been inactive, but let's see, I will try to be active. As you can see, I look slightly different. A lot of time has passed in between. I wonder if I've ever said that my name is Srishti on this channel or in any video, because I'm not very sure. I mean, my Twitter username does specify my name, but I don't think I've ever said it. So until I changed my channel name today, I think everyone was in the dark unless you follow me on Instagram or Twitter. We are talking about toxic positivity, which often comes with chronic illness, and well, it's basically people advising you to stay positive and keep happy, which in my opinion is not that easy. It's easier said than done. And of course I understand that thinking negatively is what takes more energy and more effort, but it's not so easy to change a thought pattern, right? And I found myself watching all these videos, the motivational videos, speakers, and them saying that, you know, what comes first? Do you think of money? Do you think of health? Because how will you earn if you don't have health? And should be really grateful for what you have. And I understand that, and I understand health is important, mainly because I suffer. But you know, when you prioritize health, like you see health as something to be grateful for people like me who do not actually have it per se, and there's that constant worry in the back of your head, I think you can't really use it as a positive factor. And yes, I do know that some of the advice I've been given time and time again is it could be worse, and I understand it can, but I think the way to look at it or be positive is not really by saying that, you know, this can be worse. Look at this person or that person and how bad it's been. You've been so lucky in this aspect or that aspect. One can be grateful for the things they have without having to have a comparison of how bad things can get. And no matter how happy you are, if you are chronically unwell, you are bound to feel at some points that, you know, I wish things were not like this. Personally for me, I think I take 7 pills a day, and even then there are times when I have to tell myself that, you know, why do I have to take these pills? Why do I have to do this every day? I have friends and they don't have to do all of this, and I get so tired. They don't have to get tired. All of that. But this is just how it is. Acceptance is tough, and nobody tells you about accepting. And there is this thing with illness. I do not understand why, but people are more bent on giving you advice on how you can fix it instead of how to accept it. And okay, there are definitely things you can change. If your diet is really bad, if you're too stressed, if you don't try to prioritize mental and physical well-being, it is a problem. But to go ahead and tell someone that, you know, have you tried a change in diet and have you tried yoga and all of that as something that will just miraculously fix it, because I think for a good chunk of people who have been sick for years, it just so happens that they must have tried this, right? Nobody just gets sick and thinks oh, okay, yeah, this is it. I'm never going to get better. I have to take medicine for the rest of my life. Somewhere I too still have the hope that one day I will miraculously wake up and I will be fine. But has it happened yet? No. Does the advice particularly help? No. And there's really only so many times one can tell themselves that, you know, the other person's intention was good, but the other person does not really care about you per se. They don't care about making your life better in the state you are in. They just want to eliminate that state altogether. It's kind of a shit approach, in my opinion. But yes, there are definitely things one can do to stay positive, because so this is something I feel is if you're gonna be negative and if you're gonna be stressed about things, then firstly, if you're gonna be stressed about things that haven't even happened yet, then you're stressing twice. Whenever it happens, you are gonna be stressed then, and you are stressed now. If it doesn't happen, then well, you just stressed for nothing. And also that, again, like I said before, being negative, being stressed and all takes a lot of your energy. So there are definitely ways to be positive, but it doesn't have to be in a way that neglects your situation, in which there is no acknowledgement for how it is. So what one can do is definitely show gratitude.
भगवान का दिया हुआ सब कुछ है, दौलत है, शोहरत है, इज्जत है.
Oh, I have it so much better than person B, for example, and I'm grateful for that. Okay, yeah, that is fine, but really, I mean, there are obviously going to be times when you feel you have it the worst, so why not just say it without comparison? I am so glad I have XYZ, and that is it. And of course, hobbies. Now, someone like me who does art sort of thing for a career, doing art as something which is just for a release of energy is quite hard. But I think there are still ways, like as a designer, there are things I do which I will not do if I just want to relax. So one always has to find ways, like there is singing, there's writing, there's
मैं ढक्कन हूँ, मैं चूहे के दूध का मक्खन हूँ, मैं ढक्कन हूँ.
learning an instrument, painting, whatever. I think art is a great form of stress relief. Also, I have read this thing that our body has a way of de-stressing, or rather needs to. When you feel a lot of amount of energy just building in, which for me is very regularly, maybe because I'm always stressed, one can just start moving. You just start moving and you dance. And all of that, just clapping or something, to release that energy out of you, because sometimes you need to let it go.
Let it go, let it go.
And of course, meditating does help. I mean, I don't think these things can necessarily fix you, but it definitely puts you in a better space. Like, especially with a lot going on, there's a whole pandemic going on. I do think that it's a great practice, and I would recommend it to everyone. And there are obviously days when we are not well. Like, personally for me, when I have flare-ups, like lupus flare-ups, there's just joint pains, feverish feeling, sometimes even fever. And it can be a bit worrisome, and we are conditioned to believe that we have to be productive. And it's very hard to get out of that mindset, but we are fine even if we are resting. We have every right to exist and just continue to exist. One day of rest does nobody any harm. Actually, if you take that day of rest, you might just get out of it and be better, do better. So I think it's a win-win, isn't it? Sometimes we just get sick, we get flare-ups because of overexhaustion. We don't really realize that we are pushing our limits. We think that, oh, I should be able to do this, I'm completely normal. But is that really true? Everybody's bodies are different, and some of us need more rest, some of us need less. And I think it's important to acknowledge what our body needs, understand it, and give it that. And I think that's the way to go for it. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it, and if you did, do hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, share, because it really means a lot. And let me know what kind of videos you would like to watch next. Although it's Lupus Awareness month, so I will probably put another video or two over like the same sort of topics.